Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. Don't fall for the Duchess of Dior stories. Yet again, we are seeing another bunch of interconnected stories all saying the same thing. This time, many of the media platforms are now stating that Meghan has a possible deal with Dior in the offing. The way I look at it is, if these media platforms are saying it and they state it's from an anonymous source, then they can guarantee it is most probably lies. It says here, Meghan Markle could be Duchess of Dior with big money fashion deal after Spotify axes. It states, according to a source, the Duchess's new agent, Ari Emanuel, the chief of talent agency William Morris Endeavour, WME, is pushing Meghan's clout as a top fashion influencer. A source from WME told the Mail on Sunday, "We knew the Spotify announcement was coming. It might be a shock to everyone else, but we've been working on the rebranding of Meghan for weeks. Ari is the best in the business when it comes to corporate deals and making money. He's excited to be representing Meghan and has thrown all his energy into it. The offers have been pouring in, including from other podcast platforms." Now, this I believe is completely fabricated. I could be wrong, but that is my guess. Looking at all the media platforms putting out the same story at the same time, and one of the strategies I've noticed from the toxic media in regards to their now 4-year-long smear campaign against Meghan and Harry, one of the deplorable strategies they adopt is they make up a story and then use it later on to create negative stories. This, I feel, is another example, and what I'm expecting to see is that they talk about this for a few days and then they will print stories saying that Dior turned Meghan down, or Dior replies saying they have no interest in Meghan, or whatever. And then the toxic media can make a big deal out of Meghan not being popular enough for Dior, when the truth is the whole story was a lie to begin with, and they are setting up that story right now with these rumours from an anonymous source, who I'm guessing is someone who works at one of the media platforms. This is how deranged the media have become. They put out rumours which don't exist to set up stories to put them down later on in the week. Don't you think it's interesting that all these rumours all originate from the very same media platforms that are hating on them 24/7? It's a setup. I guarantee that next week it will be Dior has rejected Meghan. That will be a headline somewhere down the line, and there was no connection between them in the first place. In my opinion, this is just another fake story being set up to bash Meghan with later on in the week. Let me know your opinion in the comments. The media war against Meghan and Harry is as ever ongoing, and the end of the Spotify deal has brought out some very nasty comments. It's really unbelievable how all these media people are constantly throwing insults at Meghan and Harry, while Meghan and Harry maintain a dignified silence. What does this tell you? This tells you the media are desperate. No matter what they say, no matter what they throw, no matter what lies that they make up, what insinuations that they level at them, it just ends up making themselves look worse and worse, to the point now that they have become a parody. In some ways, it's a blessing because this ridiculous orchestrated level of hate directed at Meghan and Harry has become so obvious, so toxic, so one-sided, that it has removed the veil and the masses can see the media for what they are, which is quite frankly psychopaths. When people throw out insults, it is because they perceive the people that they throw the insults at are a threat to them. Leading Spotify exec brands Prince Harry and Meghan Markle grifters after podcast deal ends. Really, this is just another podcaster called Bill Simmons, who has recently been given a position at Spotify, head of podcast innovation and monetization, but he is mainly known as a podcaster. I've never heard of him before, but this guy now comes out of the woodwork to throw insults at Meghan and Harry. The effing grifters, that's the podcast we should have launched with them, he said. I gotta get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try and help him with a podcast idea. It's one of my best stories. How unprofessional is that? What kind of people are we dealing with here? Very unprofessional and childish. Even if you had a problem with Meghan and Harry, why would you want to air it in that way? It's all part of the orchestrated campaign. All the while, Meghan and Harry maintain a dignified silence. Why the constant insults from all these people? It's because the establishment considers them a threat. When we believe that a person is threatening or frustrates our plans, we respond by insulting him or her. In fact, insulting a person is a relatively common response. But, of course, Meghan and Harry are not a threat. They only make the firm and the royal family look outdated and make them appear like grifters, because the royal family is still sponging off of poor UK taxpayers. They were spending their money again today with trooping the colour, while Meghan and Harry are financing themselves and showing the world that there is absolutely no need for the firm to be leeching off of the public. That's the only threat. It's a threat to the royal family's image or to their way of grifting and taking money from those they don't need to. Here's another story today from another reporter who has been part of the orchestrated smear campaign from the beginning. The less Meghan and Harry earn, the more dangerous to the monarchy they may be, which once again shows the psychopathic mentality of the smear campaign. They don't like it when they do deals with Netflix and Spotify. They claim that this makes them dangerous, and when one of those deals ends, this makes them more dangerous. The less Meghan and Harry earn, the more dangerous the monarchy they may be. So, no matter what they do, whatever happens, these media vultures are predictably ready to turn it into a negative and a way to demonise them. I wonder if they realise the damage they have done, not only to themselves, but to the media they work for. The smear campaign against Meghan and Harry has reached a stage now where it has become a complete farce, and everyone involved, every reporter, every media organisation, are left with zero credibility, and the public now can see that they are not to be trusted, not just with their reporting on Meghan and Harry, but on any subject. Let me know your opinion in the comments.